So let's talk about the role of the government. Every country needs a government to make decisions. The government take the actions in many social issues. It has the job of protecting the boundaries of the country and maintaining peaceful relations with the other countries. It ensures that the citizens have enough to eat and have good health facilities. Courts are also a part of the government. Some institutions that are the part of the government are the Supreme Court, the so what are the levels of the government? Government function at mainly three levels, that is the local, state and the national level. At the local level functions at the village level, and the state functions at the state level where the CM governs the state, and at the national level the PM governs the central government, that is the national. What are the types of government? Mainly there are two types of government. So let's first talk about the democratic government. In a democracy, people give power to the government. Now, power is given by the people to the government, and they do this through elections in which they vote for particular person and elect them. The elected persons form the government. In a democracy, the government has to explain its action and defends its action to the people. Now, the government is answerable to the people of the country in a democratic government. Now, in the monarchic government, the government has the power to make decisions and run the government. The whole sole power resides with the monarch. The monarch has a small group of people to discuss matters with. The final decision making remains with the monarch. Now, the final decision making power rests with the monarch only. The power transfers from one generation to the another. The monarchic government follows the hereditary system, hierarchical system. The government does not has to explain its action and defend the decision it takes. Now here the government is not answerable to the citizens of the country, whereas in the democratic government the government is answerable for its action to the citizens of the country. So let's talk about the features of Indian democracy. A democracy is the rule by the people. People rule themselves by participating in the making of these rules. The citizens have the power to elect their leaders. The democratic governments are usually referred to as representative democracies. In such democracies, people do not participate directly, they choose their representatives through elections. A government cannot call itself democratic unless it allows what is called as universal adult franchise. A practice was very much rampant in India, where women, poor and uneducated were not allowed to vote. So this kind of injustice was mentioned by Gandhi ji in the journal Young India. So all these points are very much important for a seated exam. Okay, so you need to go through all these points very well. And this is also an image which shows that your vote is your voice. Your vote counts. So let's talk about the suffrage movement. The word suffrage means right to vote. All over Europe and USA, women have had to fight for the participation in government. Initially, in the past, women were not given the right to vote. Hence, they started fighting for their rights. And how they started? It happened all during the First World War. During the First World War, men were away fighting. Women were called upon to do the work of the men. So men were busy fighting in the First World War. Now women were called upon to do the work of the men. So women started to be seen as being equally capable of making decisions. Now women were taking the work of the men. Hence, they were looked upon as being capable of doing the things and taking important decisions. So now suffragettes demanded the right to vote for women also, because they are also participating equally with men, hence they also have the right to vote. They are also a part of the country, they are working equally, hence they also have the right to vote. To listen to their demands, they tied themselves to the railings in the public places. So they started raising their voice, and their voice needs to be listened. Hence they to just listen to their demands, they tied themselves to the railings in the public places mainly. After many trials and tribulations in 1920 and 1928, American and European women got the right to vote respectively. After a lot of sufferings in 1920 and 1928, American and European women got the right to vote respectively. Okay.